Hi guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Put a little extra into this video this week because unfortunately I won't be able to cast on Friday night this week. This is the week of September 12th, I believe is today's date. Yeah. Wednesday. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the end of this week I will not be able to cast due to a prior engagement. I cannot get out of. It's been planned for quite some time. So, but I'll be back with you the following Friday, same time, same channel on JTV. So hopefully some of our 17 Brew Crew casters can fill in and organize some sort of a schedule so that you guys have something to do on a Friday night. You guys can work that out amongst yourselves. Just only one rule: you have to play good music. I don't think that'll be a problem. They all do a great job. So I'm just sitting out here. That's why I made the extra effort to set up outside today, and do a sort of a more elaborate Homebrew Wednesday video. Although it's not that elaborate, really, as you can see. I'm just sitting out here under a tree, drinking a homebrew. Now this homebrew is a Southern Tier IPA clone. I don't know if it's an exact authentic clone, but it's what they told me it would taste like. It's quite nice. We'll talk about it in just a second. Well, it's got 13 pounds of two-row. It's got about a pound of Cara Munich, a pound of Crystal 60, and half a pound of Cara Aroma. Those are the grains that went into this. And several hop additions, Cascade and Northern Brewer. Cascade and Northern Brewer hops. 60-minute, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, and then dry hopped. So it's quite a rabbit, this one. Yeah. Nice beer. Very nice. I don't find that the dry hopping did much to it, though. Maybe a little. I don't know for me whether it's worth the trouble. Dry hopping. I mean, it's not that hard. Although I still have a bag of spent hops stuck in my carboy that I have to somehow fish out of there. But I don't know. Maybe if I used fresh leaf hops, which I can't get around here anyway. I can't get them. So, but if I get myself, if I'm able to get some of those, maybe I'll try it with that. But I don't think, for this it didn't make enough of a difference. Now, this is an 8.4% alcohol beer. It started at 1074, I believe. Was it 10 or 1084? Anyways, it attenuated down to 1010. I've got it all in Beersmith in there. But it was a pretty high gravity beer, and it still came down to 1010. Very happy about the yeast I used, which is the SO5, the USO5. And I'm surprised it came down that far. It was predicted to 1015, and came down to 1010. So it's a pretty big beer. I don't know if you guys can see the color. I'm not sure how the exposure is over there, but it's got a nice veneer head on it. It is a higher alcohol beer, so I didn't expect it to keep, a large head throughout the glass. I could have probably mashed it at a slightly higher temperature maybe, and would have ended up being a little lower in alcohol, a little more body. But that's just part of the process, man. You just gotta experiment until you get things right. I mashed it at 153, so, but I'm very happy with it. I am very happy. It looks amazing. Now, I have to say that this particular beer turned out about equal in flavor to a partial that I did a few months back. It was an IPA, which was really, really nice beer. Very sweet in the hop profile, and just nice, smooth beer, that one was. And that was a partial extract. This is an all grain. So, I mean, you're not always going to hit the nail, you're not always going to get that killer all grain beer every time. The last one I did before this, I really enjoyed more than this one even. But I'm not saying it's bad. It's an excellent beer. I would enter this into a competition. It's good beer. I mean, anyway, so it's a nice day to sit and drink it. I think there's a bee flying around me as well, which is not a good thing because I hate bees and I'm very scared of them, actually. So if you guys watching this in 1080p, you might actually see that bee flying around my head. And if it lands on me, could you please let me know? Post a comment down in the comments there. And but a beautiful day to sit out and have a beer. Not a cloud in the sky, literally not a cloud. And it's about 25 degrees Celsius out here. It's beautiful and quiet. The kids are all in school. Yesterday when I tried to make this video, I got hammered and I couldn't finish it because I kept drinking glasses of beer while I was setting up. And I set up outside, and then kids came home from school and they started making noises, so I took it all inside. I set up in there. And then I had to wait for my son to get home from school and get ready for cadets before I could start recording. And by the time all that went by, I had 3 of these, and I'm telling you, at 8%, I was smashed. I watched the video today. I knew I wasn't going to be able to post it on YouTube. I know I should have. Some of you are going to say, yeah, you should have put that one up. No, it was bad. It was boring. It was like, So anyway, I didn't start drinking a beer until I actually rolled the camera today. So that's why this video is a bit late, because I actually had to redo it. It's so peaceful. A little bit of a breeze. You might be able to hear that on the camera, on the mic. Canada. There you go. What else? I think this video might be a little longer than the others because I am making up for the fact that I won't be here on Friday and stuff. But you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want. But last year, I would like to do it without it is pretty bright out here though. Last year, I got a donation from Midwest Homebrew Supplies. They donated, amongst other things, they donated a 50-pound bag of dry malt extract, which must have been worth over 200. I mean, it must have been worth quite a bit of money. And so I've been using that every time I brew a partial extract or a kit. It's been nice not to have to buy that stuff, because it is kind of expensive. Here, I think it's about $6 for a pound. $6 a pound? $6 for 500 kilograms. It's, $6 I have to spend on every batch of beer that I didn't have to spend last time. Every batch of beer that's a kit or a partial. And I'm running out of the stuff. I'm actually in my last few bags of it. So what I started thinking was, rather than me go out and buy more, maybe what I'll start doing is making my own, doing mini mashes, making my own extract. In other words, even if you're doing, like, say, a Cooper's or some sort of a beer kit, where you'd normally add some dry malt extract and maybe a little bit of dextrose or whatever. What I'm going to start doing is doing a mini mash. I'm going to mash up a couple of pounds of 2-row, which I have a big bag in there. I can hardly lift it, so there's lots there, and it's about $1 a pound. So 2 pounds of that, it's only going to be $2. Now that's going to mount up over the months as I do more and more batches, the savings, right? It's going to take an extra hour to make the beer, but I think all I got to do is get the water up to 150 or something like that, and put a bag in there, throw in the grains, do a little mash, put the lid on it, come back an hour and a half later, and I've got, pull out the bag, and I've got my malt extract for $2, rather than paying $6 for dry malt extract. So maybe I might start doing more mini mashes just for that very reason alone, just to save money. Liquid malt extract's pretty cheap around here. Again, it's about $5.49 for a kilogram, which is about 2.2 pounds. It's not bad, and it's good quality as well. I've used it, and it's fantastic. It's excellent. It's good stuff. Tastes good. So there's always that route too. And of course, dextrose, I throw that in to save money. It adds a little bit of alcohol content, and as long as you're careful with it, it doesn't hurt to put a little bit of that in just to give it a little kick. You may as well get as much bang for your buck as you can, right? this is a bang for the buck, believe me. That's one thing I really love about all grain, is that you can really get you can get alcohol content up there if you want, and it doesn't cost a lot, and you're not using any dextrose. I'm actually excited to have a go at making a very light sort of a Pilsner or a lager style beer with an all grain batch, to see how that turns out as well. But hey, you know what? I'm still brewing the Coopers. I've got a batch in there right now, a kit that I have to do later today, and I'm going to run down the street later today or tomorrow and grab another batch of it. Going to do a draft. I was watching the Make Beer guy, makebeer.net. I don't know if the website's still there. One of the comments made me think the website was gone, but he's still making beer. And he's got a video up, and he did a draft, and he said it was fantastic. But he was very surprised that he had never done a Cooper's draft before, even though he sells the products and whatnot. But so I'm going to try one of those. I haven't done one in a long time, a Cooper's draft. So I'm going to do that up with some dry malt extract, or maybe the mini mash thing. So what else? Yeah, I feel really bad about not being able to be here on Friday night this week. I haven't missed a show in over probably a year now. Sometimes things come up. Friday nights, it's actually I'm lucky to have had as many of them free that I have. Yeah, you guys kick in and you go ahead and figure out who's going to cast, and Maniac probably will start, and then somebody else will kick in after him, or whatever, and you guys can figure that out. Just make sure you play good tunes and do a good job filling in for me. That's all I care about. And I'll be here the following Friday, same time channel, same channel, next week. So I'm not sure what else there is really. What else? Well, there's this. I might actually sit here all afternoon drinking this. I might actually do that. I might get drunk today. I imagine there's a few people watching this video a little bit jealous, because you're probably watching this at work or in the morning when you can't really have a beer, and I'm sitting out here with a beautiful blue sky, beautiful day outside the side of my house here, and very, very, very enjoyable thing. And that's about all. Let me see. I don't want to have to edit this too much because it takes too long. Well, I don't know. Thanks, guys, for watching and for being there on Friday nights. I know some people can't make the Friday night cast, and I understand that. As a matter of fact, I haven't made anybody's casts. I haven't been to anybody else's cast in 2 weeks, pretty much. Just been whacked after I do my Friday night thing, and I'm up all night, and then Saturday, stuff's going on around here. It's very hard to sleep. I'm just tired, and I can't bring myself to sit in front of the computer watching another cast when all I want to do is sleep. So I do apologize to those of you who do casts on Saturday and afternoon and evening and whatnot, that sometimes I'm just not there. I really do apologize for that, but I'll be there. I'll try my very best to be there next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Oh, another thing, I got some camping video coming up for you guys. We went camping, and it's not a lot went on. Well, there's going to be some noise because they're fixing the house over there. But anyways, not a lot went on, but it was fun. Did some talking, did some campfire. And I won't disclose too much what went on, but the video is coming up. I also have some beer reviews coming up that I'm long overdue. Ottawa Tom, you've got 2 beer reviews coming up of your beers. Now that's going to be, unfortunately, I can't help that noise. They're actually gutting that unit over there and fixing the floors and cutting through the drywall. That sounds like a reciprocal saw to me. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too loud. And people have been dying for more Craig's Kitchen videos, and I promise you they're coming. I just gotta, the kids just went back to school. And so there'll be a little more time to do stuff like that. My son David, he's 14, he's gone to high school, grade 9, first year. You guys down in the States call it freshman year. We don't call it that up here, we just call it grade 9. But it's a little odd for me because he has to actually like get on a bus, a city bus. Like he has to walk all the way up to the main street up there and get on a city bus and take the bus all the way to the west end of the city to go to school. And he's gone to a local school here, like very close to me, for all of his whole school career up until now. So I'm a little nervous about that. And of course, some of you know I do worry too much about my kids, but anyway, that's a new thing. So he's having a ball, he's having a great time, he loves the school. It's actually a different school, it's a different type of schooling system than the normal. And Ontario is one of the very few places in the entire world that's trying out this new system. And he is absolutely loving it. You don't go to a class and sit on a desk and listen to them, the teacher gabbing away. You go in there, you know what your assignments are, they're given to you, and you do them in class. You're allowed to talk to your neighbors, you're allowed to eat, you're allowed to leave the class if you feel you need to get some resources or go to the washroom or whatever. It's not like a jail like a lot of schools are. It's amazing, and it's being tested here in Hamilton. The school is called, I'm not going to tell you what school he goes to, but and so that would be, I shouldn't do that. That's a little too much information there. But it's a really cool system, and it's it's a work at your own pace system. So you could complete the entire 4 years of high school in 2 years if you wanted to. Or if you're a little slacker like I used to be, you could do it in 6 years. And he gets up in the morning and he's tired and he says, Dad, I love school, I'm gonna go, I can't wait to get there. And all of his friends are there, and he's got, it's beautiful, good stuff. So I'm excited about that. The school system tends to suck in most cases, but this doesn't. This is all awesome. And my little guy's gonna be going there too when he gets to high school. So, hey, if they're happy, if the kids are happy, I'm happy. And as you can see, we didn't end up moving. Talked about that a couple weeks ago. We're staying right where we are. We want to keep all the family happy. It's not all about just Mom and me. So, here we go. I'm not sure what he's doing over there. It almost sounds like a rotary sander. I don't know. Anyway. That's good. What else? I wanted to keep this video kind of long because I won't be here on Friday. I bought some new records. Oh, I forgot to show my records. I got a beautiful, I won't bother going to get it, but I found a picture album. You know the vinyl with the picture on it? It's a Styx, Pieces of 8 picture album. So with the 3 women on it, the women, if you look up the image, Styx Pieces of 8 cover, you'll see the, or you might even be able to look up an album picture disc of it. So I got that. It was $15. I went down the mountain there to Cheapies. If you type in Cheapies Hamilton, Ontario, they sell CDs and they sell vinyl and DVDs and stuff and whatever. So I went down there and I picked up that. There's another place down there too called Dr. Discs. So both places I went to. We're so lucky to have these because people bring in their old, not old necessarily, old to them, new to me, right? Their old albums. And some of these albums, and they've got them all in plastic, so they're all protected. Some of them are like, in such good condition. I mean, almost mint condition. And they're like $5 or something like that. Plus they've got brand new ones. The new Rush album is out on vinyl. They've got that there now. It's $40. I think the other place had it for $30, but the vinyl sounds better than in the case of the new Rush album. Clockwork Angels is the title. I've done extensive tests on my computer, including visual tests and audio tests. The vinyl sounds 100% better than the CD does, and it has a lot to do with the processing that they did differently with the vinyl than they did with the CD. the mastering. So if you're gonna pick up that album, definitely get the vinyl if you got a good turntable. So having a lot of fun with the vinyl. I mean, you guys see me play it on my cast, and it's fun. I'm having a great time with it. It's really cool. Makes you feel young again. So does this though. This makes you feel young again too. Well, that's about it for me, guys. I can't think of anything else to say. We got a lot of noise over there, so I'm probably going to cut this out. But thank you so much for watching. We're coming up to 1 year on Homebrew Wednesday videos, and I want to again give a shout out to SJ Poor, who came up with this Homebrew Wednesday idea, and I've really ran with it. I love doing my Homebrew Wednesday videos every week. It gives my viewers something to watch. It helps me keep in touch with them, tell them what's happening, what's going on. And I never would have thought of doing something like this, and he did. And he's, cheers to SJ Poor. Do subscribe to his channel, and and go watch his stuff. He's a fun guy, and the shout out to SJ Poor this week. Absolutely great fella, and he's a home brewer as well. So he's got good things going on over there. And he coined the term, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Brew beer. And that's from SJ Poor. Cheers to you. And to all the rest of you, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for thumbing up if you do. And subscribing if you do. And coming back if you do. I really appreciate that. I wouldn't do these videos if I didn't enjoy them. Honest to God. I mean, I'm not making a living off of this. Trust me. This is all for fun. And I enjoy it. But I hope you do too. Now I'm getting all corny. Because it's getting, a glass of beer that's 8%, it does start to hit you after a while. And it gets better as it gets warmer, it gets better. That's the thing now. Never even thought of that. Beautiful. I'm going to sit here and drink the rest of this beer and maybe a couple more. Put this thing on the render so you guys can see it later on. And that's my day. Cheers, guys. Be safe. Take care. Ah.